opportunity to test the system, but also to give a sort of public service announcement. The other day, Kelly and I went up to Pittsfield, and we went there to go to the FedEx store. We wanted to mail a care package to our daughter Hannah in South Korea. And so when we went in, and after we got through the different arrangement of addresses for sending something to South Korea, we got talking with the manager there about the stress that he was feeling these days. And remarkably, it wasn't a COVID stress. It was stress over the number of scams that he had been seeing and had been a part of. Not he wasn't the scammer, but people were trying to mail things to different people. And the story he told us was of several people who had been called on the phone and been told by the person on the phone that they were from the FBI, and that they had information, they had evidence, they had fingerprints of that person, and that they owed money, and that the only way to make this go away was to send a large amount of either cash or a certified check to some address somewhere in the country. Now, you know that a number of people have been arrested with this kind of scams in northern Berkshire County. And here was a man who had personal experience with that. He was able to talk with one gentleman and get him to not send that package. And it turned out that he had thousands of dollars in cash wrapped up being sent to these scammers. And what I want you to know is that the FBI is not going to call you and ask you for cash. That is not how any law enforcement works. We've seen other scams going around as well, some of them involving clergy, where the clergy person's email address is duplicated with just some minor adjustments, and then those scammers ask the people that they send an email to, impersonating the clergy person, to send in gift cards. None of those things are real. If anyone ever calls you on the phone to tell you that you are the subject of a criminal investigation, it's just not how law enforcement works. And if anyone emails you something posing as me or another clergy person you know, there's no clergy person out there who wants you to send them gift cards. No matter what the story is, and it's often that the clergy person is traveling and in trouble and needs your help, none of that is ever true. And so please, before you do anything, before you send a check, before you send any cash to anywhere because of a call or an email you've received over the phone, check that out with some other people you know. You can always call me and ask me what I think. And I will keep that in pastoral confidentiality, and so nobody needs to know about that but us. But please check that out and be aware of all the people who, unfortunately, are doing this sort of activity these days. Thanks, and we'll see you on Sunday.